Leader of his party.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's our understanding that with these taxes that are involved with the carbon tax, that the New Brunswick government is going to be receiving an additional $9 million, which they haven't had before. Now, Mr. Speaker, just shortly I'm going to be presenting a bill to amend the Motor Vehicle Act, which would include one-time vehicle registrations. So the question I have for the Premier is he willing to take that $9 million and put it towards one-time vehicle registrations to put money back into the people's pockets that have to register their vehicle every year?
The Honourable the Premier.
Thank you for the question. And Mr. Speaker, as I said in answer to the member opposite, yes, we will refund any money we get on a carbon tax that's over and above what we had planned on, and we didn't plan on a carbon tax. So if the federal government, if there's excess coming into our coffers and there's money that we have excess in that regards in relation to the costs that we're incurring, we will refund it. And yes, I'll put it in this initiative or another, but I guess we'd have to decide, is that the refund model that taxpayers want, particularly, picking a particular initiative? The money will be identified, what's available, and then we can decide collectively where it should go to get back to taxpayers. So that's fine.
The member for Fredericton Grand Lake.
Mr. Speaker, I'll take that as a yes. But at the end of the day, those watching this today, they know registering their vehicle every year is a redundant, useless way to get money back in the government coffers, ripping it out of people's pockets. I do believe this government is committed to reducing taxes and fees on everyday New Brunswickers. This is a great way to do it. Take the $9 million in extra revenue, put it against these vehicle registrations, make it a one-time deal as we're going to be presenting in the bill. So again, I'll ask, and I'm asking the Premier to be specific, will he commit to one-time vehicle registrations, use the additional tax money to put against that in lost revenue?
Honourable the Premier.
So thank you for the question again. And Mr. Speaker, I will commit to working on this issue, on the one plate or one registration, and what that means. But I think what we need to do in that regard is to share all of the costs related to going to a one-time registration. I mean, right today, under how we actually do this and implement it, it's a huge cost. However, maybe there's a new way to do things. And maybe there's a new way to do registrations, and maybe there's a whole new system we can discuss to make it a reality. So I'm willing to look at any item to reduce the burden on taxpayers. And if we can find a way that we can make this affordable, because I do believe that my colleague and the leader of the Alliance Party also wants to keep taxpayers' dollars to a minimum. And we want to find ways to make it cheaper to live and work here in New Brunswick. So our ultimate goal is the same, reduce taxes. I can't say that same thing about the opposition, Mr. Speaker. But that's our goal. So I will work to make something happen there, and we'll collectively review the numbers. Thank you very much.